So this is the purple thing we got earlier. Plus to chaos, bleed, defense, blood mist. A mist of blood corrupts the very air it passes through. Chaos and bleed damage. Not really good for our build. An offhand that has +1 to all skills in Demolitionist. But we would have a significant damage drop if we took that, so no. A formula?
Put it to good use.
Okay. Is there anything else here? Spirit guide. Okay. So I could use respec here and unspend the points here from the candle and the quill, which are giving me just like a little bit of elemental damage right now. If I can think of something else that could be useful from them. So we're using a hybrid, a mixture of elemental damage and pet damage. So anything that gives either of that is, you know, it could be useful. Yo, Brovalone, thank you for the continued support. 95 months. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Phoenix Fire. This is all about fire damage. Let's see. Let's search for electric and see what comes up. It's got electrocute damage. That's it. This has 80% more electrocute damage. That's electrocute and frostburn. This is 50% electrocute damage with 50% increased duration. And 50% lightning electrocute. So this node here could be good. Needs 5 purple though. So if I get rid of these two, get something purple, and then go for the lightning bolt, that could be helpful. This is 80% electrocute damage. This one's pretty nice. Pierce damage, elemental damage. You always refund devotion points to spirit guides? I'm aware, I'm standing right next to a spirit guide. That's what we were just discussing doing. Elemental storm. This is quite a bit. This is 4 purple. This one's not bad either. Alright, let's...
I sense turmoil within you. Safe journey.
Okay, so that gives us 8 points. So... different ones that could be helpful. This one here needs 4 purple. And get Elemental Storm. And that node also gets a 60% electrocute, 40% to elemental. Pet elemental doesn't really help us. So like 70% elemental and 60 electrocute. The griffin-looking thing over here has 80 electrocute, 40 elemental. So 80 electrocute, 40 elemental, and then a thing that can go off when we get hit that retaliates against attackers. Okay. And then the lightning bolts up here. 40 lightning, 50 lightning, so that's 90. 50 electric. And another 50, so 100 electric with 50% increased duration. And the thing that we get is Reckless Tempest, which does lightning and electric damage, so it should scale pretty hard. So we need 5 purple affinity. What is the easiest way to get that? So if I put a point there... Like, if you need a good constellation, top right, there's one that uses yellow and blue, I think. Oh, there's a lot of good ones here. Alright, so I need something that will give me 4 purple. So, that's 3 purple, 3 green. This gives 5 purple. This also buffs pets when it's triggered. But I would need another ability that would just, like, constantly trigger it. But the other stuff in it is not incredible. That's some green. That gives 5 purple for 4 points. That gives 5 purple for 4 points. Oh, it's got some electrocute on it, too. Yeah. So maybe the owl? Maybe the owl, and then we can get one of the better ones after? So then we have 3 points remaining right now. So... Okay, so now the Wind Devils are doing... Oh, wow. Oh, I thought they did lightning. Oh, no, I guess they do physical, and then this part's lightning. Okay, so the Wind Devils are currently doing 6,698 electrocute damage over 2 seconds to anything in contact with them. And they are reducing the target's resistance and slowing them and doing cold, and then there's lightning bolts happening. Okay, cool, so our damage has gone up. And our quest for this big golem thing continues. Okay. Let's see. H. Alright, Essence of Bargle. Bargle. Okay. I'm gonna look him up. Hang on. Grim Dawn Bargle. Let's see where he's at. Because Ugdenbog is freaking massive. Bargle the Moldering Mound is a swamp golem boss with 6 possible spawn locations. Oh. Okay. Alright, so I guess I gotta check them all. Okay. Well, one of them is right here. Not far from me. Smashy asked if you would explain constellation points. Sure. Alright, Smashy, so pay attention. There will be a test. You start off with this thing in the middle. You can put a point here, and it gives you a stat, 18 defense, and it gives you a blue. You see the thing at the bottom? It says you get a blue from this. Let's say, I'll just use this example over here that I did. My first point I spent on Crossroads here. It gave me 5% more health, cool, and it gave me a yellow. Then, any constellation that requires a yellow to begin is now available to me, like this turtle. See, it says affinity requirement 1 yellow. And then after that, it says if you complete this constellation, you get 2 yellow and 3 blue. So I did 1 yellow, and then I spent my next 5 points here, and I got this thing, and I finished this constellation, which gave me 2 yellow and 3 blue. So you see the totals over here. And also, I got an ability called Turtle Shell. And Turtle Shell, you have to attach it to one of your defensive things, and then it just levels up on its own. It's currently level 18. Anytime I get knocked to half health, it pops up a shield and tries to save my life. And then after, I finished this one, I had a total of 3 yellow and 3 blue, so any constellations that required 3 yellow or 3 blue or less became available to me. It's like, this bull required a blue, so this bull became available. So that's basically how it goes. Like, Anytime you finish a constellation, you get some more of these colored nodes, and those unlock more constellations, and you keep getting further and further out. And the stuff on the outer edges has the most insane requirements and is the most powerful in most cases. Like this one requires 12 purple things, 6 yellow, and 8 blue, and just has like a whole bunch of stuff. That's basically it. And you can respec things as you wish. You can pull the points out of your central constellation now if you want to. Yeah, if you want to. Yeah, sometimes, like, for example, the turtle required a yellow, but then it gave yellow. So if I unspent the points that led me to turtle, it will support itself, is what he's saying. But it's not something I need right now. Okay, so that is one of the possible spawn locations, and it's not there. So the next one is like way up here. All right, so that's by the Barrowholm Rift. So Barrowholm. Is it easy to respec or does it require some rare drop? No, it's like 50 silver in town each time you unspend a point. There's also potions that you sometimes get, which just reset all of them, but it's pretty cheap. Alright, so right down here is spawn location number 2, and it does not look like he's here at the moment. Okay. And spawn location number 3 is over here. Looking like a no-go. Alright. And... where's the last one? Hang on. Okay. So we're running towards spawn location number 4. I don't think Mukluk likes when we backseat him. Not typically, no. I mean, the thing is, backseating is very closely tied to spoilers. But Grim Dawn, I have hundreds of hours in. And we're currently playing through older content in order to unlock the finale quest. That's what we're trying to do right now. Otherwise, I would not have so readily Googled this. Alright, so this right here is the 4th spawn location. It doesn't look like it's here. Running to number 5. There's a root of Bargle here, but not the big man himself. Okay. Number 6, so I guess he's gonna have to beat the final spot, is here? It's like off the map, so I don't know how to get over there. It's probably gonna be like a hidden walkway or something. Here we go. Alright, we're off the map now. There he is. There he is. He had his own little secret spot. Oh, I just lost half my health. Oh, glad I made a backup portal. I died. Yeah, he is using poison or acid, and my resistance to that is only 39%. Not great.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, got that. All right, so what we're gonna do now is go all the way back up here to Kernhold in the new expansion, and we're gonna turn this stuff in to get it out of our bags. There it is.
The aura of wild magic is unmistakable. You bring the essence?
I have it here.
Yes, these are exactly what we need. The spirit of the earth feels raw, unadulterated by mortal machinations. If there is any hope of realigning Baroneth's essence with the valley it once sought to protect, then this will be it. I thank you, Lowlander, on behalf of all Kern.
All right. I think we can drop these now. Okay. Whew. All right, so that's it for the Mammoth expansion. Now, assist Talgear the Druid. I'm gonna go back to this. And gain access to the Tome of the Eldritch Sun in the Corvan Basin. So that's somewhere in the sandy area. Is it Tome of the what? Tome of the Heretic. Tome of the Eldritch Sun. Wait, is that the end? Is that at the end of the expansion? Hold on. Damn. Okay. This is gonna be a bit of a run. All right, so this is in the the one in the bog. The Utenbog one was just like a third to halfway through the the associated expansion, but this one's like at the end of it. Okay, so we already had access to this town, so we're here now.
Can't do that yet.
So we're gonna start trotting north. Gosh, that's a lot of bodies. At least we're getting XP. Put on the wizard. I just took off the wizard hat. Ship is not in the room. Alright, so I'm gonna do the strategy. Whoa, that's a big fella. I'm gonna do the strategy of hug left wall and just keep running north. Oh. Again with the poison? Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Can't do that yet.
That reminds me, I wonder whatever happened to Smacey Stop That. I haven't seen them in a while. Alright, there's our first checkpoint. I see Twitch has the better features between YouTube and Twitch, but you probably have less viewers on YouTube. Which platform would you rather want more viewers on? What's up, Cordy? I would not say it has less features, but it's got different ones. YouTube and Twitch each have strengths, and they also each have weaknesses. I would say, like, you're just saying, your question was which one would you rather have viewers on? The amount of income I get from a viewer of a live stream is virtually the same on both sides. And what that means is, like, let's say someone is watching my stream, and then, like, every, I don't know, 30 minutes it plays an ad for Applebee's. And you watch the ad, and then I get a penny because you watched an ad on my channel. That's going to be the same on both Twitch and YouTube. Now, on YouTube, any stream that we have then becomes a VOD, which is there forever. So occasionally, like, the VODs will pop off, you know, as a video, and there's a chance that they could, you know, do more lifting later on. But on Twitch, you know, after you do a stream, the VODs are only stored for a few, like a time period, and then they're deleted. So, you know, for the post-stream thing, YouTube performs better in that regard. But on the Twitch side of things, they've got animated emotes, which is nice. You can, like, raid another creator, and they can support you, and you can support them. So, like, after a stream, I could raid Loranity, or she could raid me, or something like that, which helps us both out. And that's only on the Twitch side. So, again, there are strengths and weaknesses to both. They both have things that they could learn from the other, but they just freaking don't. Or haven't so far. But if someone's watching me live, they're like, hey, I like both platforms, which one does it help you more for me to watch on? It's the same. It's the same for the live thing. Any chip sightings? I believe he's asleep in the living room right now. Yeah, it's crazy. I know I've full cleared this expansion before, and I cannot even really remember it other than Sandy Desert. Okay. Alright, buffed the Wind Devils a bit more. I thought maybe watching on the platform with fewer active viewers helps more with visibility, but I don't know. That's the thing. Like, for a live stream, like, people already subscribe to me on YouTube will get a notification when I go live on YouTube if they want to watch, or, like, it'll be on, like, their sidebar. But I don't know how often YouTube is recommending my live stream out to random people that don't already know me when I am live, you know? Like, I don't usually see people that pop into my YouTube chat and was like, hey, I just saw you live, I'm here for the first time. It's usually people like, hey, love your videos, I've used a bunch of them and I just saw you were live, you know, like that. And on Twitch, Twitch is more of a kingmaker system, where it's like, you know, if you've got the most views in a category, you're at the top of that category, and then people will click on you more often. But on YouTube, there's not even a category, right? So, like, that's something that YouTube does worse than Twitch, is there's not even like a Guild Wars category for people to go to find me in. Or in this case, Grim Dawn. Like, is it more beneficial to sell rare items for gold or identify and break down for mats? I'm going to assume we're talking about Grim Dawn right now. I would say unless you specifically need mats, I think breaking them down uses dynamite or something. So unless you specifically need mats, I would just sell them. I'm at Guild Wars 2. Okay. Typically, with Guild Wars 2, if it's, we said rare unidentified, that's the yellow quality, you would want to use a nice salvage kit on those, so you can either sell them while they're unidentified, or identify them, sell the ones that are worth, like, a lot of money, and salvage the remainder. Either method works. I prefer the second method because it results in your material storage being well stocked at all times. But there's not really a wrong option between the two of those. My cat's going through his shedding phase again. Cat hair everywhere. I think Chip is simply always in his shedding phase. All the time. Oh man, this is a lot of stuff. Oh, speaking of rare items in Grim Dawn. Just curious, I did Mirrors of Cat Story yesterday and I made like 10 gold off the rare, so I wasn't sure. Gotcha. Like, if you had identified everything and salvaged it, you would have still gotten money from, like, the salvage stuff. But then, of course, when you identify it, that's kind of like gambling, because there's a chance you could get an exotic worth tens or hundreds of gold. Well, these are a lot less annoying than the Griffins in Guild Wars 2 that are evading constantly.